I catfished my wife on the dating app. She uses to see if she'd cheat. She fell hard for the fake profile and is now planning to leave me for him. Hey everyone, throwaway account for obvious reasons. I, M41, never thought I'd be writing one of these, but I'm sitting in a motel room 2 towns over with my suitcase on the bed because I can't go home right now. My wife, Emily, F39, and I have been married for 17 years. We have 3 kids, 15-year-old Sophie, 12-year-old Ben, and 8-year-old Grace, and we live in a normal 4-bedroom house in a quiet neighborhood outside Denver. I'm a high school history teacher and baseball coach. She's a part-time office manager at a dental clinic. We're the couple everyone calls high school sweethearts who made it. We still hold hands at church. We take the kids camping every summer. We finish each other's sentences. Or at least that's what I thought. 6 months ago, the little things started piling up. Emily was on her phone constantly, smiling at the screen, then locking it the second I walked into the room. She started working late 2 or 3 nights a week and coming home smelling like a different perfume. She bought new lingerie I never saw her wear. Our sex life, which had always been good, suddenly became almost non-existent. When I asked if everything was okay, she'd kiss my cheek and say, "Just stressed at work, babe. I love you." I convinced myself it was nothing. Then I found the dating app on her phone one night while she was in the shower. Bumble, logged in under the name Emma S33, with a profile picture of her from our last beach vacation. Face slightly angled, hair down, smiling like she didn't have a husband and 3 kids at home. The bio said, "Recently single mom of 3 looking for fun and connection after a tough divorce. No drama, just good vibes." I almost threw up right there in the bathroom. Instead of confronting her, I did something stupid. I created my own fake profile. Jake, 42, divorced dad, pictures of me from a bachelor party 5 years ago with my face cropped just enough. I swiped right on every woman who looked remotely like her until I matched with Emma S33. She messaged first within 10 minutes. "Hey stranger, your profile made me smile. Single dad life treating you okay?" We started talking. Every night while Emily was at the gym or working late, I was in my home office chatting with my own wife as a completely different man. She told Jake everything. How her husband was a good guy but boring. How he never listens anymore. How she felt invisible after 3 kids. She sent voice memos of her laughing at my jokes. She sent photos of our real kids, faces blurred, saying, "These are my babies. Their dad is a decent father, but we've been done for a while." She even sent nudes. Not full, but enough. The black lace set I bought her for our anniversary last year. She captioned them, "Thinking about you in this. What would you do if we met?" I kept every screenshot, every voice memo, every flirty text. I was documenting my own wife falling in love with a man I invented. For 3 months, we dated. She told me, Jake, that she was planning to leave her husband after the school year ended so the kids could finish the year without drama. She said she had already talked to a lawyer and had a secret savings account. She said she felt guilty, but the spark is gone and I deserve to feel alive again. Last week she suggested we meet in person. She sent me the address of a nice hotel 30 minutes from our house and said, "Next Friday at 7, I'll tell him I have a work thing. I can't wait to finally touch you." That was the night I broke. I waited until the kids were asleep. Then I opened my phone, pulled up the Bumble chat, and turned the screen toward Emily while she was folding laundry on the couch. She read the first 3 messages and her face went white. By the time she got to the nudes, she was shaking. She looked at me with this mix of horror and relief and said, "How long have you known?" I told her everything, how I created the profile to catch her, how I'd been talking to her every single night as Jake, how she had planned to leave me for a man who didn't exist. She started crying so hard she couldn't breathe. She said it started as harmless flirting 6 months ago when she felt invisible after the baby weight and my long coaching hours. Then it became emotional. Then she caught real feelings for Jake. She said she was going to end it with him, with me, the day after the hotel meet because she couldn't actually go through with leaving the kids. She kept repeating, "I never meant for it to go this far. I love you. I love our life." But the craziest part? In the last week, she had started sending Jake voice memos about how excited she was to finally be free. She had already told her best friend she was leaving me. She had looked at apartments. She had even shown our daughter Sophie a picture of Jake, a cropped photo of me, and said, "Mommy might have a new friend soon." I moved into the guest room that night. The kids keep asking why Daddy is sleeping downstairs and why Mommy's eyes are red. Emily has deleted the app and blocked the profile, but the damage is done. Those messages are saved on my phone forever. She's begging me to go to couples counseling and says she'll do anything to fix it. But every time I close my eyes, I hear her voice memos telling Jake how much she wants to kiss him, how she hasn't felt this alive in years, how she can't wait to start over. I still love her. She was lonely and overwhelmed, and she made a terrible, selfish mistake that snowballed into something that almost destroyed our family. But she also spent 3 months falling in love with a version of me that didn't have the baggage of our real life. I don't know what to do. Do I tell the kids the truth and watch their world shatter? Do I stay and try to rebuild a marriage where my wife was ready to leave me for a man who turned out to be me? Or do I leave and let her explain to everyone why Mommy suddenly isn't with Daddy anymore? If you've ever caught your spouse cheating in the most insane circular way possible, where you literally became the other man in her life, tell me I'm not crazy for still wanting to fight for us. Or tell me to walk away. I honestly don't know anymore. Thanks for reading if you made it this far. I just needed to tell someone before I go home and face the woman who almost left me for myself.